Welcome to the next episode in this series. Each episode is like a mini course, so if you haven't already, go back and start at episode 1. Hear us a recap of the last episode and hear us what we're recovering today. Let's get into it. Last week we talked about how being patient can change your life. We learned that sometimes the best thing you can do is nothing. This week we're going to be talking about how to make money. Specifically, we're going to talk about how to make money doing stuff that feels good, not just stuff that feels necessary. So my budget was tight, my savings were growing slowly, but if I wanted to build real freedom, I needed more than discipline. I needed income. The problem was I didn't know where to start, so I did what anyone would do. I went to Google and I typed in ways to make money. 27 tabs later, I felt more lost than when I started. When I was a personal trainer, I knew exactly what to do when a potential client came in. I would ask them questions, assess their needs, set goals. But this time, I was the one looking for help and I didn't know what questions to ask. That's when I thought of a better question. Instead of asking what are some ways to make money, I asked myself, what can I already do? That's when things changed. I stopped chasing random trends and I started offering real help, using skills I already had. I could write. I could help people with their websites. I could take photos. I could edit videos. All these things mattered. I just didn't realize it at the time. These skills weren't going to make me rich, but they were going to move the needle. And that was a start. You don't need $1 million idea. You need 1,000,000-minute ideas. 1,000,000 small consistent actions that add up over time. So I took everything I learned from fitness and I applied it to making money. I found my first client by helping a neighbor with his website. After that it was a friend. Then it was a stranger. Momentum built. It wasn't easy money, but it was earned money. And it came with something better than cash. It came with confidence. Suddenly I didn't feel stuck. I felt useful, creative, capable. Every small task built something bigger. Now this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, I'm not gonna lie. It takes time to build skills and experience. But if you want to do this right, you need to focus on providing value, not getting rich. Because once you start focusing on the outcome, you lose sight of the process. I wasn't rich, but I wasn't standing still anymore. I wasn't working for things, I was working for freedom, for choice. For me, the money was a side effect. It was a byproduct of adding value to other people's lives. But then I learned the hardest lesson of all. How to wait and let money grow. If I could do it again, I wouldn't change a thing. Well, maybe I'd start earlier. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button and subscribe for more. Next week, we're going to talk about patience. Specifically, we're going to talk about how waiting can change your life. See you next time.